All right, so our objective today is to be thinking about what words you think will be part of our muscular system text that we're going to be reading about today. So what are we going to be reading about? Muscles. So your job is going to be to look at our list of words and predict which ones do you think will be in our text, okay, in our book, that have to do with muscles. Okay, so let's read through our list. You're going to read through them while I read through them, and then we're going to be doing some thinking about those words. Are you ready? Okay, let's look at our list. Okay, the first word on our list, if you take a look, says smooth. Second word is muscles. Third one is tendon. Fourth one is kind of tough. That word is striated. Let's try it together. Striated. Then we see involuntary, voluntary, cardiac, skeletal, tissues, bones, calcium, paleontologist, relax and contract, cardiologist, and biome. Okay, now the directions at the top of your paper say that you are supposed to be thinking about which of these words might be connected to the text that we're going to read today. And I'd like you to be crossing out the ones that you think do not belong. So right now, all by yourself, you're going to choose which ones to cross out. Which ones do you think will not be in your text that we're going to read? So you're going to take your pencil, look at your list, and what are we going to be doing?
Crossing off to see what's not going to be in the list.
Very good. We're going to be crossing off what we think should not be in the list. We think it won't be in our text that we're going to read about muscles. Okay, so go ahead and do that. I'll give you a minute or so to make your choices, and then we're going to share our thinking. So which of those words do you think you might cross off the list? Which ones do you think do not belong? By not crossing off any, you're saying you think all of them will be part of the story that we're going to read.
You mean just this one?
Okay, and I can see Johnny is thinking ahead here. Johnny flipped open his textbook and he's thinking there might be some clues in that textbook that's helping him. I didn't ask you to do that, but he's certainly using his tools. Okay, nothing wrong with using that to predict. I see a few people are wrapping up their thinking. They're thinking they're done. Can I ask you a question, people who are done? How do good readers use predicting to help them read? Why do we make predictions? Not sure why we're asked to do that? How does it help you to make a prediction? Okay, so when you've made a prediction, what do you do with that in your mind? How does it help you when you're reading? Okay, you picture it. Okay, anybody else? How might you use prediction to help you as a reader? When you're thinking ahead, what the story might be about, how do you use that to help you as a reader? Has anybody in here ever made predictions about the stories they've read before? Yeah, don't your reading teachers ask you to do that a lot? Why do you think they're asking you to do that? How does it help you? What do you think, Duncan?
It helps you learn.
Okay, helps you learn. Okay, think about this for just a minute. Think about when you read, you are kind of like a detective. What does a detective do? What is a detective's job, Elena?
Probably solve crimes.
To solve crimes, to solve mysteries. Okay, when you're a reader, how would being a reader be like being a detective?
I'm trying to find stuff.
What do you think, Aiden? Because you find clues when you read. So let's connect that then to predicting. How does predicting what the story might be about, how would that be like solving a mystery or like being a detective? What do you think?
Because you're guessing of what's going to happen, and like a detective could think, oh, I think this thing's there.
Okay, so does it give you some ideas of what you might be looking for? Okay, so when we're predicting our words that we think might show up, does it give us some clues of what we think we should pay attention to while we're reading today in our science books? What do you think, Armando? Yeah, it gives us some clues of what we should be paying attention to. So that's what we're going to do today. But I first want for us to share what did we cross out and why. So let's hear some feedback. First talk to each other, and then we'll share out loud. Talk to your table mates. What did they cross out and why? We'll share with your table first, and then we'll share out loud. Okay, and tell why. Why did you cross out what you crossed out? So Brian, I heard you say you crossed out which one? And how come you think biome might not be part of our reading this time? Okay, because it's where animals live, so you're thinking maybe that's not going to be connected to mussels?
Skeletal is our last topic was the skeletal system.
Okay. All right, let's come over here. Okay, what did you guys think should be crossed out? Okay, bones.
Paleontologist.
Okay. Tell me about paleontologist. Why do you think so?
That's a dinosaur, like someone who investigates dinosaurs.
Okay.
And I probably crossed out the biome because that's just like a place, and the rest of it I left because that's part of your muscles.
Okay. All right. Aiden, did you have something you wanted to add to the group?
Crossed out calcium because calcium is like to build up your bones.
Okay, so you're thinking maybe that won't show up this time around?
I didn't cross it off because relax, like you can relax and then you relax your muscles and then contracts like that.
You can make your whole body
Okay, what'd you guys choose to cross off?
I crossed out.
Okay. How did you know that wasn't a part? What made you think that?
Because it's like, it has like deserts and
Okay.
different
Okay. All right. How about over here? What did you girls cross out?
the bottom eight.
Oh, the bottom 8. Okay. Can you give a reason why you think so?
Because bio, we were talking about that like in the first year.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, folks, let's come back together and let's share a little prediction.